Yo everyone, thanks for joining me once again for Larry's full card betting guide. This weekend we do have UFC 321, Aspinall vs Gane to look forward to, and I am keen to go through some of my own bets and ideas for betting opportunities for this card. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, we've been on a little bit of a rough patch right now, but I'm hoping to bounce back on this card in a big way. If you do want to know how I went on last week's card, which was UFC Vancouver, Derrida vs Allen, I did recap everything in my predictions and breakdown video for this fight card. So go check out that video if you are curious about that. Now that that's out of the way though, guys, let's get into this video. As always for these betting guides, timestamps are in the description and the comment section below if you guys want to skip to anything in particular. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. What we're looking at here are the lists of favorites and underdogs for the entire card, and like I always say, this is just to show you guys who I actually ended up picking to win and how many of those picks were underdogs and favorites. If you want to know how I got to picking these fighters specifically, go check out my predictions and breakdown video, guys. Like I always say, it goes pretty in depth on my thought process on each and every fight pick on this card. If you have come from that video though, I do appreciate it, guys. I always say this. I appreciate everyone supporting the channel, watching both the videos. It really does help me out. I will now highlight in green who my picks were for this card. And as you can see, I did pick out quite a few underdogs here, but there are a few changes to the odds and to the card in general that I will mention here. Alexander Rakic and Mirzakhanov are dead even still at the time of recording this video, and sadly, it is sad to say that Abdul Karim Al-Sawadi versus Mateus Camilo is cancelled as far as I know, which does suck because I originally did have a bet on Camilo to win and I placed that bet as an underdog when he was an underdog on this card. So I'm pretty sad, but it is what it is, guys. It happens sometimes. But now that that's out of the way, let's move on to my strong favorites and solid underdogs of this card. And as you can see here on screen, for the strong favorites section, I've picked Jacqueline Amorim, Volta Walker, Umar Nurmagomedov, and Tom Aspinall as my strong favorites for this card. And I also do want to say I feel quite confident in Ludovic Klein to get it done as well, and I'm pretty close. Like, I was pretty close to putting him here in this section, but I did want to put like Tom Aspinall here instead, but I am confident in him, and you will see that when you get to the bet section of this video. But for now, the numbers next to the fighters' names are just a return on them that you will get on them if you were to bet on them. So for example, if you were to bet $100 on Volta Walker to win, it would net you a profit of $25 overall. And for my American viewers, as far as I know, when he has the minus 400 next to his name, that's how much money you have to bet on the fighter to win $100 profit back on your bet. Let's now move into the solid underdogs I've chosen for this card, guys, and I've personally chosen Nathaniel Wood, Quillan Salkild, Alexander Volkov, and Werner Jandiroba as my picks for solid underdogs on this card. And I'll be honest, I also felt good about another fighter, but I don't want to reveal them just yet. It's because I did put them in my high risk, high reward section of this video, so I will wait for that section to show you guys who that is. But to get back onto this, I'll quickly give you guys a mini breakdown as well on why I've picked these guys as my solid underdogs for this card, if you guys do want to know. Nathaniel Wood might be one of the most technical fighters that is outside the rankings right now, and I think he makes fights tough for many guys in the division. Jose Delgado is one of the fighters that I do think is very dangerous though, and don't get me wrong, I'm not underestimating him in the slightest, but I do think that this is a big moment for him to prove himself, and I think this is a pretty tough guy, and I just think that it's going to be really, really tough to beat someone as technically sound as Wood here. Quillan Salkild has stepped in on short notice against a pretty tough dude in Nasrat Haqparast, but I actually do think if he uses his heavy wrestling pace and volume and pressure in general, he can break Nasrat as the fight goes on, since Nasrat has wilted to fighters who put him on the back foot, and it's happened to him before with fighters like Jared Gordon. Alexander Volkov, though, is just an insanely technical heavyweight, and we know he's going to have the advantage on the feet in this fight. It's just about if he can stuff the takedowns here of Jelton Almeida or not, and if he does, I feel like it's going to be an easy night for him, potentially ending in KO as well. And lastly, to talk about, we've got Werner Jandiroba, and this is more of an opinion for me, but I believe that she is a lot more technical than Mackenzie Dern, and I think she's going to be coming here with a better game plan than her last fight with Mackenzie Dern, and potentially, I think she's just going to out-grapple Dern with her wrestling here for the majority of the fight. That's my opinion, guys. If you guys do want to know more in general about all these picks and all my other fighter picks, like I've already said earlier, go check out my full card predictions and breakdown video of every single fight on the card. I'll put a link to it somewhere on this video. Should be in the top right corner of the video right now, or in the video description, guys. Please go check it out. Now that we're onto the locks of the card section of the video though, this week I have ended up choosing Walter Walker as my favorite lock of the card, and this was a close one. I'm not going to lie to you guys, it was a close one. I've had a few solid fighters to pick from, especially in my confident picks list for this week, but Walter Walker should realistically be able to get Louis Sutherland down in this fight in the first round, and either TKO him or submit him here, and I think he gets a submission in my personal opinion. Louis has just been taken down by worse guys in his career, and I'm not sure this is a great matchup for him, guys. He probably shouldn't have taken this fight, in my opinion. Let's now move on to the underdog lock of the card, and as you guys know, I have a few people to choose from here, but I gave this spot to Nathaniel Wood, and it was more of a toss-up between Werner Jandiroba and Nathaniel Wood for me, and I would be happy to put either of them here, in my opinion, but I just feel like I can trust Wood to always look solid in his fights and to game plan well, and I really do think he'll take over in the second and third round of this fight with Delgado when Delgado does slow down here, and I believe Wood's speed advantage will become more apparent as the fight goes on. Moving on now to the high risk, high reward section of the video, and this is a section where I highlight one fighter on this card that I think has completely juiced odds relative to their chances of winning. It could be a fighter I haven't even necessarily picked to win in my predictions video, but it's someone I think has a better chance to succeed than the odds makers do say, and the fighter that I've chosen for this week is actually Jun Young Park, the Iron Turtle. He's just a solid staple in the division. He hasn't lost to very many guys at all, and the dude has a great pace and great volume while being quite well-rounded as well. He's a very tough dude to beat. For the high-risk bet, though, I did start off with the moneyline bet on Park, and I just think even though he's a moderate underdog, there is good value just on his moneyline here in general. The dude can really do it all, and I think his pace is what's going to win him this fight here if he does win it. For a very high-risk bet, though, I did put him in to win by decision, and like I said earlier, that's how I see this fight going if he does win it here. I think he wins it by decision. I think he wins it by outpacing and outvoluming Ikram Aliskerov here over 3 rounds. I really do think he has a decent chance to do it, especially if he manages to stuff the takedowns. I think he's just got more volume with his hands. For the insane bet, though, I actually have Park to win in round 3, which is crazy. That's why I have it in the insane section here. But if he does put a pace on Ikram Aliskerov and Ikram actually crumbles to the pressure late as he's gassing out, I could see a TKO against the fence happening due to the non-stop output there. For a safe-ish bet, though, you guys already know it. Plus 3.5 rounds. It's the spread bet. I personally have this one in the guide. I will mention that right now because I really do think this fight goes to decision in my mind. That's it for this section of the video, guys. Let's move on now to the personal bets I have on this card. And there are many different types of bets here, as you can see, so I'll run you through all of them right now, guys. The bets in white are the subscribers' bets of the week, and I will reveal who I picked right now for you guys, and I did end up choosing these 2 people here for the subscribers' bets of the week this week, so I thank you to Hayden Glover, and I thank you to Triple T this time around. I appreciate you guys for getting your bets in, especially since I've put this video out late this week. I've put a bunch of videos out late. I apologize for that. The first bet is Hayden's, which is one that he says is quite risky. It is Tom Aspinall by finish, plus Walter Walker by submission, plus Jailton Almeida by submission. It is a bit more of a risky one. He is right, but I do like it, guys, and I do like a lot of risky bets. I am a guy that likes risky bets in general. That bet has been added to the guide. The second bet was a 2-leg parlay with Tom Aspinall inside the distance plus Dern and Jandiroba to start round 3, and this is more of a safer bet. So we've got the best of both worlds here, a more safe bet and a more risky bet, which is pretty awesome. If you guys like seeing these subscribers bets of the week and you want to be added to the guide yourself, leave the comment in the comment section below of my next prediction and breakdown video for your chance to be featured in next week's betting guide. These bets have now been added to the guide officially, guys. You can see them there now, and I'll start reading out all the other bets I've made as well. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I've put a lot of units on this card. Last week was probably the most units I've done, and I was close to breaking even if Reiner de Ritter did win his fight. I actually would have been up units now that I think about it. I would have been up maybe 2 to 3 units if he did win his fight. But regardless of that, The first two bets I've got here are the subscribers' bets of the week, so I won't explain them again, just to save you guys some time here. After the two subscribers' bets of the week, we do have the safe-ish bet from the high-risk, high-reward section of the video. Like I mentioned, guys, I do think that the fight does go to the decision a good amount of the time, and it's not hard for me to see Park getting around in this fight. My next bet is Ludovic Klein by KO plus the under 2.5 rounds in a same game multi-parlay sort of thing, which was paying out super big actually. I chucked a quarter of a unit on it, and I really do think he gets a KO here. The guy's a sniper. He just needs to stuff the takedowns in this fight. Next is Volta Walker to win inside 1.5 rounds, which I just think happens a good amount of the time. He should be able to get Louis Sutherland down in this fight and sub him within the first round, ideally. My next bet is Volta Walker plus Louis Sutherland to knock over the distance, plus Tom Aspinall to land one takedown or 1+ takedown in this fight. I just think Tom Aspinall, if he fights how he should fight, this is almost a guaranteed bet cashing in my opinion. That's how I feel. Now I have a long shot bet for you guys. I got boosted odds with this bet on Bet365. It was Klein plus Ikram plus Salkild plus Mirzakhanov plus Gelatin Almeida for an almost plus 1600 odds parlay. I put 0.1 of a unit on that one. Next parlay is my confident picks list as a parlay, of course, which is Amorim plus Volta Walker plus Umar Nurmagomedov. Lastly, for the prop section though, guys, I've got my main card parlay of Mirzakhanov, Almeida, Umar, Shandaroba, and Tom Aspinall. For my single fighter bets though, I do have Ludovic Klein, Nathaniel Wood, Werner Jandaroba, and Quillan Salkild, and I've placed a bet on each of their money lines, guys, here, and it's because I believe they had really good odds at the time. And as you can see as well, by reading these bets, I've started feeling a lot more confident in Ludovic Klein recently, and I've just decided to go crazy on his money line. I really do hope he wins this fight here, for my bet's sake, of course, but just in general, I do think he's really good. That's it for the bets for this video, guys, and good luck to everyone watching this video with your own bets for this card, especially if you don't follow these bets at all. Good luck in general. If you like the videos and you want to see more of it, please let me know in the comments below, and make sure you like the video, of course, to just show some support for me, for the channel, guys. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.